Hi again. In this video, I'll reveal how agents use common misconceptions about selling a house. There are basically three myths that the real estate industry has perpetuated upon the public in order to keep them paying high fees to the agent who lists the home for sale, whom I refer to as a listing agent, in contrast to a different agent who might bring a buyer, whom I will refer to as a buyer's agent. Every sale will involve either just the listing agent or a combination of the listing agent and a buyer's agent. The first myth is about the importance of the marketing plan of the listing agent. Most folks truly believe that they will sell their house faster and for more money if the listing agent has a strong marketing plan. So selecting the best listing agent is very important to them. Now, if that were true, one would reason that most buyers would come from the listing agent's marketing and advertising, and the entire sale would involve only the listing agent. You would also probably expect that upwards of 70 or 80% of all sales are listing agent only sales, in which the buyers come from the listing agent's marketing. Another result would be that the listing agent would rarely have to share his commission with another agent for bringing a buyer. That's totally logical. Well, it's totally the opposite. If we look at the San Diego multiple listing service data, they prove that over 93% of transactions have a second agent who brings the buyers. What this means is that the odds of the listing broker actually finding a buyer for your home is less than 13 to 1 against. Less than 7 homes out of every 100 sold are listing broker sales. A buyer's broker is involved with almost all of them. Once you wrap your mind around this statistic, one can easily see just how irrelevant the listing broker really is. That's not to say you don't need marketing. You do. Internet marketing, exposure on Zillow.com and Realtor.com, photos, video tours. We do all of that, just like they do. All of these marketing cost the agent very little. And after the listing is set up and the sign is posted, the listing agent knows all he has to do now is wait for a nibble from a buyer's agent, just like fishing. Relax and wait. In my opinion, you shouldn't have to pay 2 or 3% to someone who is waiting for another agent to find a buyer for you. 1% is more in line with that workload. The second industry hype is the concept of the neighborhood specialist. Most people think that they should hire an agent who works their area, and this will help them sell their home faster and for a higher price. And an agent who advertises himself as the neighborhood specialist loves that you believe this, because he gets more listings that way and he can charge more. Some folks think that the agent can even influence appraisers into giving higher appraisals so the seller can get a higher price. Well, if you look at the data we already covered, then it becomes totally obvious that I can list a home anywhere from up in Fallbrook all the way down to San Ysidro, and 93% of the time, a buyer's agent will come along with the buyer. So, any alleged special knowledge of the neighborhood becomes irrelevant, since the buyers aren't coming from the listing agent anyway. And after the real estate meltdown of 2008, the laws became much tougher and now prevent agents from discussing or contacting the appraisers. It was believed that inflated appraisals were one of the causes of the crash. Agents are now prohibited by law from attempting to influence appraisals in any way at all. The third myth has to do with open houses. Most consumers believe that it's a good idea to have agent hold open houses so that the house gets lots of exposure to the buyers. The real estate industry wants you to believe this, and you'll see why in a minute. And if you believe this, an agent who holds open houses might look more attractive to you too. The data once again debunk the myth. The National Association of Realtors do surveys and studies each year about where buyers come from. And what they found was that only about 1% of buyers actually come from open houses. That's the truth. So you logically wonder, why would any agent in his right mind want to waste 3 hours on a Sunday afternoon holding an open house? Well, here's the insider secret. Agents are taught to do open houses so they can snag some new clients. Neighbors who might eventually sell come walking through and speak with him. And buyers looking for a home come through and he offers to help them find a new home. In all cases, the agent will try to make the visitors his clients. It makes no difference that he likely won't sell your home during the event. His only interest is getting new clients. So basically, the agent kicks you out of your home for several hours on a Sunday afternoon solely to further his career and scavenge for fresh clients. You get a bunch of strangers wandering through your personal items, maybe even helping themselves, while he's distracted talking to another visitor. Need more convincing? Whenever we list a house for sale on the MLS, we'll get random calls from other agents offering to hold it open for us. And it's not even their listing. They've been taught that this is how to troll for new clients. Don't get me wrong, we'll gladly hold your house open if that's what you want. But please realize open houses are for the benefit of the agents, not for sellers. I hope this video opens your eyes and clarifies the facts of selling a home. Darla and I offer you full service at a fraction of what other agents charge. We do it all for only 1%. Watch my other video, which explains how we can offer all of this for less if you haven't already seen it. We'll provide everything you need and nothing you don't, and for way less cash out of your pocket. Goodbye for now.